Good morning, beautiful friends, and happy Wednesday. Welcome back to our third day of our plan. Better decisions, fewer regrets. I'm loving this plan already. Only 2 days in, and I can't believe there's only going to be 5 days because I'm pretty sure this could go on and on and on and on. There's got to be a lot more wisdom and guidance and direction from our Creator on this topic of decisions. But I'm getting a lot so far out of this, and I trust that we're going to get everything that we need for at least this 5 days to help us make better decisions going forward so that we do indeed have fewer regrets. So grab whatever you need to get started, and once again, just take a deep breath. Open up your hearts, open up your minds, and just ask God to speak directly to you. Starting in Isaiah chapter 30, verse 21. Your own ears will hear him. Right behind you, a voice will say, "This is the way you should go, whether to the right or to the left." How perfect was that? And from Jeremiah chapter 33, verse 3. Ask me, and I will tell you remarkable secrets you do not know about things to come. And from 1 Chronicles chapter 16, verse 11. Search for the Lord and for his strength. Continually seek him. And from James chapter 4. So humble yourselves before God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Alrighty. Whew. Let's see how our author puts all of those scriptures into context for us today. Sometimes, in fact, more times than we would like to admit, an option we're considering creates a little tension inside of us. Something about it is just a bit uncomfortable. Something about it doesn't seem exactly right. It gives us pause. It bothers us. It causes us to hesitate. And oftentimes, we have no idea why. Experts sometimes refer to this phenomenon as a red flag moment. An internal sense of, I'm not sure why, but something about this doesn't feel right. When that happens, you owe it to yourself to pause and pay attention to the tension. Don't ignore it. Do not brush it off. Pause and ask yourself, what about this bothers me? That internal hesitation, that red flag, is often God's way of turning us in another direction. People yielded to God don't attempt to play God. They don't predict outcomes. Instead, they surrender. They obey. They follow. As much as they want anything, they want to be able to lie in bed at night knowing that things are good between them and their Heavenly Father. And rightly so. As my dad is fond of saying, God takes full responsibility for the life wholly yielded to him. So pay attention to the tension. If you don't, you may wake up on the other side of a decision you wish you could go back and unmake. If there's something in you, something you just can't put your finger on, or perhaps something someone else has put a finger on that bothers you about an option you're considering, pause and pay attention. That tension may very well be God's way of protecting you. It may be His way of waving you off from a decision you'll regret later. Every time you make a decision, especially a decision that takes you by surprise, ask yourself, is there a tension that deserves my attention? Don't ignore it. Don't brush by it. Let it bother you until you know why it bothers you. Woo! Now that was good. Oh my goodness, Ruth, I know you're watching this because you are my faithful follower. You are always tuning in, and I so love you for that. But this one, man, you and I talk so much about the power of the pause. And when something just isn't clear, we need to pause. And this indeed is speaking to that. When there's tension, when there's something just sitting in you that, or with you, that you're just like, I don't know about that. Something about this just doesn't feel quite right, or it doesn't, doesn't feel quite complete, or I don't have enough information, or sometimes it's just really a strong tension where you know for sure. It's not even that you don't need more information. It's a downright no. It's like, no, there's something about this that just doesn't feel right, and I'm not quite sure what it is, but I do know I'm not meant to proceed with this. So it's good to just pause. It's good to take time to really consider your decisions before making them. So many of us rush, and quite honestly, our society, just even lately, I've had friends who have considered taking a course, or I too have considered taking a course, or just doing something, anything. And I've been pressured into making a decision by end of day today. It's like, we will only give you these bonuses, or we will only, give you this discount if you sign up by midnight tonight. And when people make an offer like that, I kind of encourage you to ask yourself, why is it that they need me to make a decision so quickly? Are they trying to get me to act on emotion? I think so. That's a marketing tactic, actually. It's not a very good one. I don't like it. I know a lot of people use it, and I'm sorry if I'm offending anyone by saying this, but I don't like it. I think it's inauthentic. I think it is not, you're not standing in integrity if you make people make a quick decision in order to get that great deal today. I think that if you really believe in what you're offering, and if you believe that it is that they have the ability to make the right decision for themselves, which everybody does, then we can respect them, or us, or ourselves, or whoever it is that we're referring to here. I don't even know. I think I'm referring to myself. Just respect yourself. Respect others to take the time, whatever time they need, to make the right decision for them. You don't ever want to convince someone to do something. You want them to feel in their spirit and in their heart that this is the right decision for them. That way, they won't have any regrets, and they will appreciate you for giving them the space and the time to really think it through. So that's my 2 cents added on to this author's incredible devotional that I really didn't need to add a thing to, because he just really wrapped that up so nicely, all of those scriptures. So anyway, I hope again that this lands for all of you. I just know it will. Like, it will, you know, whatever you're meant to get from this devotional and these scriptures, you will get, because our God is a personal God. I know I've said that to you before, and I will say it all the time. He speaks to each one of us very individually and very, you know, just specifically to us and where we're at in our lives and whatever it is that we are dealing with. So let that just sit in your hearts and in your minds, and if you need to journal about it and have a conversation with God about it, have at her. Have an awesome Wednesday, and come back tomorrow for day 4 of our plan. Love you guys. Bye for now.